Hi there, welcome to this week's edition of Vero News Rewind. I'm your host, Debbie Carson, online editor for VeroNews.com. Let's get started with a look at this week's news. The University of South Florida Bulls have come and gone, packing up and leaving the Vero Beach Sports Village earlier this week after a 12-day camp. While the Bulls were here, the team held its first football scrimmage, drawing an estimated 600 spectators. The main purpose of the scrimmage was to help Coach Skip Holtz develop a depth chart ahead of the team's season opener on September 3rd at Notre Dame. Researchers at the Florida Institute of Technology Vero Marine Lab located on A1A are among a handful of U.S. scientists studying the venomous lionfish, a predatory Asian reef fish that threatens to damage Florida's $11 billion saltwater fishing industry. The Vero Marine Lab needs community and alumni support for a campaign to ramp up research with a new facility if its potential is to be realized. The current lab, located at the Tracking Station Beach off North A1A in the Shores, is a converted military outpost that serves as the hub of activity for professors, students, graduate candidates, as well as commercial aquaculture companies. In other news, State Representative Debbie Mayfield has scheduled satellite office hours for constituent services in Sebastian. The representative will hold hours starting on September 6th at the North County Library, located at 1001 Sebastian Boulevard, from 10 a.m. to noon. And Indian River County was able to purchase 350 acres of pristine habitat along the northwest edge of the Blue Cypress Lake from a longtime ranching family with a $1 million grant. The property is blanketed in cypress trees and has a mix of both wetlands and uplands. The grant is meant to be used to protect and secure wetlands that are in the headwaters of the St. Johns River. There is currently a tropical disturbance south of Jamaica that has a fairly decent chance of developing into a tropical depression. Another tropical wave is coming across the Atlantic from Africa. For more about preparing yourself and your home, check out our special hurricane section on our homepage. School is back in session for Indian River County School District students on Monday. Are you and your students prepared? Find the school year's calendar, information on admission, and other helpful tips and articles. Bus routes have been added to the section, and now you'll know where your students will be picked up and dropped off. You can find all the pertinent information in our Back to School section, which can be found on our homepage. Today and tomorrow, Halo Rescue and Stray No More will be the beneficiaries of the annual In the Rough golf tournament. A farmers market, rodeo, and Special Olympics aquatic competitions will also offer family fun over the last weekend before school is back in session. This evening marks the start of a 2-day benefit for Halo Rescue and Stray No More with the In the Rough golf tournament at the Indian River Club. A cocktail party is being held tonight from 6:30 to 9:30, followed with a continental breakfast, golf tournament, and barbecue lunch starting at 8 a.m. A low-cost vaccination clinic, adoption opportunities, and pet photography will be available to the public from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. On Saturday, the regular farmers market, Oceanside, will be held from 8 a.m. to noon across from Humiston Park in Vero Beach, and an 8-hour About Boating Safe class will be held at the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla 58 in Fort Pierce beginning at 8 a.m. A Democratic luncheon at the library, a writing workshop at the ELC, and a youth rodeo are on the agenda for the rest of Saturday. The Democratic Women's Club of Indian River County Luncheon will be held at 11:30 a.m. at the main library with guest speaker Edward White, chairman of the Indian River County Democratic Party. The Environmental Learning Center will host a free teen writers workshop from 1 to 4 p.m. presenting Tapping into the Wild Mind, How to Make Your Writing Come Alive. And the Steve Malden Memorial Youth Rodeo is set for the Fellsmere Riding Club beginning at 5 p.m., weather permitting. The event is free to watch and competitions include calf, steer, and bull riding, mutton busting, and barrel racing, to name a few. The weekend wraps up with the Special Olympics Aquatic Area Games 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday at the North County Aquatic Center in Sebastian. As always, for more information about these and other events, please check out our community calendar. That's it for us this week. We're always on the lookout for possible articles, so please be sure to send us your news by emailing newstips@veronews.com. And in the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter and friend us on Facebook. Until next week, take care.